Speaking of random phrases being shouted out, we're gonna be talking about the Siren Head.
Oh yes,
that we were talking about last week.
Last time we expressed an interest in something that we didn't know about, and now we have a thing
here
about
we
it.
are.
And here we are. It's great to be here, back on the show. It's great to be with my loved ones. Really,
are we doing like one of those speeches, like one of those where they get the golden statue?
Yes.
I don't know the name of that. The Oscars.
I was told by someone else that you were gonna give me a statue today, so I prepared a speech.
Yeah. No.
Is that not the thing?
No, it's not. It's not at all. Nope. Nope. I said we were. I was telling them we were going to get stoned. I don't know if they just like misinterpreted that with a statue. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
So this is the first time I've ever seen this kind of thing. So this is. I think we've used this before. Actually, this website. This is Fandom and villainsfandom.com.
It's about a villain.
We've used this for a few things, and so apparently Siren Head is. Almost kind of like, it's almost like a SCP kind of classification. Yeah. Where you got the safe, you got the Euclid, you got the Keter. This one just says evildoer.
Yeah, but the man who made it, I should say this, Trevor Henderson, doesn't want this to be a SCP.
Yeah, apparently they put it forth to be a SCP, and he turned it down. He didn't want that to be.
No, he wanted his own lore, which is good, it's commendable.
So we're basically doing two SCPs here,
kind of, but not really.
But yeah, not really.
Now,
other than in a different format.
No, I should say that probably a lot of people know a lot more about this than we do. But yeah, because I only seen like a few pictures.
We just heard about this basically last week.
And like one meme video about it, and I was like, what is that? What the heck is that?
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here's a quote. I don't actually see an author name.
No, we said the man who made it, but the person who wrote this was, it could have been anyone.
Yeah.
I think anyone can edit it, really.
So really it's just fandom.com. Yeah, you can see it.
There's also a synopsis.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things you read on it. We're just going to read the main wiki part here. It's actually not that long.
We'll read the main one here.
But you can follow along. You can go here. You can look at the synopsis, the gallery. They got all the good stuff. I'm going to start off with this quote they got here.
So this is the caption that was in the original picture.
Yeah, this is the Tumblr caption for the original drawing of Siren Head. She was on vacation with her husband, and they were scoping out the graveyards on the way. As you do, when she saw it, rising out of the old cemetery, big as an old macabre telephone pole. Was this some kind of bizarre art piece the authorities hadn't gotten wise to yet? Even as she stepped out of the car, the megaphones on his head screeched to life. 9, 18, 1, child, 17, remove. Vile. A buzzing, doubled voice screamed random words at her. At this point, it jerked into motion and striding down the hill towards him.
That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's pretty cray. Gotta say, it's pretty cray.
Considering it's tall, I'm assuming he's moving quite fast.
Siren Head, who is sometimes called by Lamphead, occasionally written as Siren Head and Lamphead, and many other names, is a hostile cryptid urban legend created by the artist Trevor Henderson. It is a tall, mysterious humanoid creature known for its odd appearance and the various sounds that emanate out of his head, which consists of a metallic pole with sirens attached to it.
Ooh. Appearance. Most all images of Siren Head are presented very similar to each other, featuring a Siren Head as tall, thin, desiccated, dehydrated humanoid with mummified skin and dual sirens on his head. Henderson has confirmed that the Siren Head sirens have the ability of releasing various sounds out of them, such as conversations, white noises, extremely loud sounds which can damage hearing. Siren Head has been presented with differing objects on its head, depending on 2 known photographs.
You're walking out in the middle of the forest, and all of a sudden out in the distance you hear, "What? No way!" It just starts playing that.
No way! In the first photo, more than 2 sirens are seen on Siren's head. Ooh. While in the second photo, Siren's head is that of a steel lamp, which gave Siren Head the nickname Lamphead. These 2 photographs verified 2 theories. Siren Head has the ability to change its appearance in order to fit with the world, or that a subspecies of Siren Head exists. Interestingly enough, the only metallic piece of Siren's head are the sirens on its head, while its body is made of organic veins, wizened old skin, and wires, which are spiraled on its torso and neck. Some theorize that the sirens aren't naturally appearing.
You know, in this picture they got up here, it looks like it's all flesh and that the sirens are mouths that are yelling out.
Yes. But this is a different rendering, I believe.
Yeah, I guess
This isn't the real picture. The real picture is almost like a fake, real image.
All right.
For those on YouTube, there it is now. Doo-doo-doo. See that?
There you go.
I'm helping.
You're welcome. Don't say that I don't do any editing, because I usually don't do much.
And then put some Comic Sans text.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's like graphic design is my passion.
Graphic design is my passion.
Trevor Henderson also goes on to explain that Siren Head might be packed up in a loose cassette tape and a tape recorder incorporated into its body. This may be an explanation of how Siren Head captures the sounds of his victims and the surrounding sounds which Siren Head replays as bait. On the 25th of 2020, Henderson released a statement on Twitter which goes on to explain that Siren Head isn't a man-made creature, and that Siren Head has the ability of imitating various human technology. Trevor Henderson also explained that the Siren Head's appearance varies on whom is seeing it. People might see different versions of Siren Head, although the anatomy is always the same. The thin and skeletal figure with different heads explaining the sightings of the so-called Lamphead and the multiple-headed variation. Siren Head is a physical entity, but its anatomy and existence are terrifying and meaningless. Siren Head isn't a being of our reality. Instead, Siren Head is much distinguished than us, and is not limited to our laws of nature. Basically, Siren Head is constantly changing manifestation, which almost always appears different in the victim's view of Siren Head. The information changes all knowledge we have on Siren Head, which opens various theories about the creature. In the past, people theorized that Siren Head had sirens even in the distant past, more before actual sirens were invented.
Well, that's
that
strange.
the laws of our nature, time and space don't apply to it. Is it possible Siren Head may be a being of unlimited power? Unlimited power. All-knowing and able to move in any direction of the universe. However, these are all just speculations of the moment.
Trevor has recently revealed many more facts about Siren Head. It is actually the static form of an unfathomable supernatural entity. Despite its lack of eyes, it can still see. It also has the ability to manipulate technology by playing sounds through other devices. It spends most of its time standing still, but it has the ability to move very fast, which is very creepy, very scary, gives me the goosebumps. Victims of Siren Head have apparently been found with their eyes/eardrums/gums/sinuses burst and bleeding. Sinuses, yikes.
Damn, dude.
The eyes and eardrums sound painful, but the sinuses gives me some kind of ugh.
Was it everything at once or one at a time? Because I know it'd be painful either way, but if it was all at once, the pain would probably send you into shock and you would die.
Which ties it into its recent sighting, where a majority of the population in the town was found dead in the same way. Possibly a victim of Siren Head's ability to play loud sound. Siren Head was never a person. People cannot turn into him by any means as well. Weapons do not normally work on the beast as well. It has almost never been spotted in large population areas as well. Despite the teeth in his speakers, Siren Head does not eat, meaning he may not actually be a predator in the traditional sense, though this may be extremely contradictory information. There have also been conflicting reports on whether Siren Head is a lone being or whether it is a species. Interestingly, Siren Head does not seem to acknowledge other animals. It seems only focused on humans for some reason. Its motives are currently unknown, as they may be completely alien to us. He could be an alien. When someone asked if people had survived the creature, or if Siren Head had any worshippers, Trevor simply responded with a smiley face.
As you do.
As you do.
Personality.
Siren Head is a very aggressive, monstrous, and skilled predator.
Give him some angry eyebrows. There you
Which
go.
makes him very dangerous, man. He seems to have some degree of intelligence due to, like, using tactics such as camouflaging with the forest and mimicking sounds like voices to hide, man, like, from, like, to lure its prey.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
Other than, like, you know, nothing much else is known about Siren Head. Way of thinking, though, unconfirmed theories, like, suggest it is the last of its kind.
Complete conjuncture, by the way.
And so might have a strong will to survive, possibly developing its camouflage skills to hide from other dangerous creatures. Though again, this is not confirmed. Siren Head is not above fooling people with their friends' voices, and one sighting of him suggests that he also blocks out the screams of its devoured victims with its own sounds, ensuring there's no chance anyone will help him. This is most likely to ensure a successful hunt by confusing and disorienting the prey.
Easy.
Though it might be simply a form of cruelty, Siren Head also sometimes does not consume its victims, as seen in the Siren Head video game.
Which is surely truthful to the lore.
Like, everybody knows, like, video games are like mirrors of real life.
Made
man.
by someone else, probably.
Meaning that it possibly kills for spore other reasons. Like, you know, you can go outside to a tree and start punching it, and you can get, like, wood and start, like, making a house.
And like a 2x2 cubed space
man.
of wood just pops from the tree, and the rest of the tree floats in the air.
That's
dude.
right. That's how physics work, man. I mean, if you don't believe in gravity like me, you could just, like, fly. You don't even need a car.
Life is all about your beliefs, dude. If you don't believe in it, it's probably
man.
not real.
This is what you put out there, man. You know.
Yeah, like what you throw out there will always come back to you.
Like when
Yeah,
I
bro.
throw Bowser into a bomb, it's
Oh.
like it's real to me, alright.
Oh my
I
God,
actually
man.
killed somebody.
Oh my god, you're so right, man. That's why I only play the walking sims, bro.
That's why I only play chess, dude. So I could be an actual king and destroy my enemies.
Yeah, man. You use your pawns, bro. Yeah.
No one's ever beaten me in chess, but if they did, I'd kill myself.
Remind me never to play in chess, bro. The latest possible sighting of Siren Head includes a news snippet of the aftermath of an unusual, never-before-seen killing tactic. For unknown reasons, Siren Head chose to kill many of the people in a town neighborhood by bursting their eardrums and soft tissues. It's not known whether Siren Head produces a specific sound to cause such an effect, or if it simply made noises that were loud enough to do so. Many of the residents were left behind and not taken by Siren Head, suggesting that Siren Head had started killing large groups of humans just for the sake of it, which is odd, as it has never performed such a sizable action before.
Except for the time it just did.
Like, usually only stalking and killing regular people in small groups at most. It's possible that a multi-headed version of Siren Head is a subspecies, or simply a design update, though Trevor has confirmed neither theory, man.
Come on, get on it, Trevor. Confirm the theories.
Oh, God, you know.
That would remove the mystery.
So, powers and abilities. Mimicry. Siren Head has the ability to release sounds of news broadcasts, human conversations, sirens, and screams.
Sounds useful.
One report claims that Siren Head was able to kill a group of people by mimicking their friend's voice. Another post caption suggests the Siren Head can also use broadcasts to block out the cries of its victims. The latest sighting shows that a 5-headed Siren Head uses loud sounds to possibly kill off many people, as they were found with burst eardrums and soft tissues.
Strength. It is believed that Siren Head is extremely powerful due to its size. Siren Head is able to break down trees or various heavy objects at will by, like, punching it or something.
Nice. He's Steve from Minecraft. That's what he is.
He is.
He's Steve.
He's Steve, but he's also like a child with like an old microphone.
Yeah.
So when he talks, it's like.
Wait. Well, that's how like Minecraft servers work. Don't you like run around? They have like voice thing on there. You can just talk.
Sometimes. I don't think Minecraft has voice,
Oh,
except
really?
for the new ones. I guess like the
I haven't played it since the alpha. To be
like
honest.
they have it now, but like the original, I don't think had it.
Okay. So good.
Yeah, it was just
Speed.
text box. Speed! In one sighting of Siren Head, a couple reported that Siren Head can be incredibly agile. Somehow they reported that the couple were driving home until they saw the graveyard. They ended up checking out the grave, and they saw Siren Head. According to the story, he started running towards them extremely fast.
So that was the very first sighting ever made then. That was
And
the
I guess
one
they
where the
survived. I wish someone had to put the picture online, right? So.
Stealth.
Some say that Siren Head is a stronger moving relative of trees.
He's just a tree.
Which is the reason why Siren Head can blend inside of a forest or behind a tree. He can stay motionless for days at a time to blend in with his surroundings. With Trevor mentioning on his Tumblr that Siren Head can cling to ceilings, sometimes to make his body blend with the wires and look like a PA system, stating that he might have used this tactic to take several people in Detroit. Trevor also mentioned that Siren Head makes no sound while moving, saying he can be almost completely silent. With yet another post saying that he was able to move when someone's back was turned without the person knowing.
Ironic, because he has a siren for a head.
Yeah.
Transformation. Siren Head's appearance can be a shapeshifter. Oh, appearance. Siren Head appears to be a shapeshifter, being able to transform his head into actual sirens. Wow! And street lamp lights. Cool! With Trevor mentioning on his Tumblr that Siren Head was once possibly able to disguise himself as a piece of home furnishing or pipes in the walls to kidnap a family of 4. He was seemingly able to somehow take them from their home in his new form or lure them out without having to break in. Neat. As the only sign of their disappearance was an open backyard patio door. I skipped a few words. The latest sighting shows a multi-headed variation, which could either be a subspecies or the same siren head, creating more sirens on his neck to kill off many more people. Yay!
Oh boy.
In some cases, Siren Head could also remove an individual's organs. How fun! Trevor's response to an ask on Twitter also states that it is possible for the Siren Heads consistently changes, or that his appearance could somehow be incomprehensible to humans. So our eyes just see the closest approximation to his actual appearance. However, Trevor has left both interpretations open and has not confirmed which one is true.
Disguise. One of Siren Head's most unique traits is the ability to disguise itself as different species of urban detritus, combined with...
Wait. Where's that? Detritus.
Yeah, detritus.
Okay. Detritus.
Combined
is.
with its ability to change its body, it can be surprisingly effective in disguising itself as things such as a telephone pole and lampposts.
Right.
Trevor has said that Siren Head can pop in its limbs towards its body, extend its midsection, and even cover its arms with wires to disguise itself as a telephone pole, remaining motionless for days to sell the trick.
Hey, you know, that's pretty cool. Oh!
Yeah, that was pretty swell.
That's
I gotta
pretty neat.
say.
I feel like I now know what the creature is.
I'm gonna say it's got 2 different species.
I'm
You
gonna
got the one species that just wants to be left alone, and it's like it basically responds with aggression if you get into its territory. And then you got the other one that just wants to cause mass death.
I think I believe that it grew into the 5-headed one, and then it decided it was strong enough.
I'm gonna guess that it's a witch's guardian or something like that. It sounds like a golem almost.
But you know, now I kind of want a movie. One of the sentences said a type of tree. I want a movie where there's just a bunch of like a type of like evolved tree that just moves and eats people, man-eating trees.
instead of like if the trees had ears, it should be if the trees had speakers or mouths.
Yeah, they don't like use vines or stuff. They just kind of like stay still and just start moving in like a big horde of tree people, and just like pick up people and eat them.
I think there was something like that in the movie. I can't remember what. Well, anyways, what do you think for next time on the Folklore Scrolls there, Goose?
You know what? Is there anything to do with corn? Is there any folklore to do with corn?
I don't know. We could look it up.
I want to see if there's anything to do with corn.
Say either corn or mind control.
I'm throwing it out there.
Mind controlling corn, maybe.
Mind controlling corn.
Aw, yeah.
That's very specific. I'm sure we'll find at least 2 things about it. It'll be a hard choice, but we'll decide.
Or
which
one or
corn.
the other, or both at the same time. We'll find out.
We'll decide what corn's the best corn.
Next time on the Folklore Scrolls, corn or mind control or mind controlling corn.
One of those.
Yeah. Or, you know what? If anybody at home has a suggestion, you can always write that down too.
Yeah, if you have something cool, a good idea.
Holla at you later.
See ya.